What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today we're going to be talking about Ben Simmons. As usual on this channel, we cover all four Philadelphia teams: Flyers, Eagles, Sixers, and Phillies. So if you guys have not already, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so you guys know every single time I post a video, which is, by the way, every single day. Now, Ben Simmons, the NBA, Matisse Thybulle, everything is falling back into place with sports, with, kind of real life in a way. We're finally getting sports back. The Phillies are actually playing right now in an exhibition game versus the Washington Nationals. Baseball is back this upcoming Friday, and we are less than 2 weeks away from the NBA and almost 2 weeks away from the NHL. Well, Flyers hockey anyways. I'm excited. I'm excited. Ben Simmons and Matisse Thybulle have been really the talk of the town since, the Sixers have been back into action, with Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris still having a lot of meaning. But Matisse, what he's been doing with the NBA bubble, with his vlogs and with his TikToks and everything like that, a lot of people are talking about Matisse, saying that, is he going to start? Should he start in for Josh Richardson? There's a lot of things that you can kind of go over with Matisse Thybulle, but really the main point of this video is Ben Simmons and his ability to possibly shoot the basketball. Now, we know who Ben Simmons is as of right now as Sixers fans. He's a 6'10 point guard, which is now being moved to power forward, who has not really shot the ball very much in his career. Very little, to be honest with you. And if you watched him, he's still a very dominant player, but if he does add that jump shot, Ben Simmons could be a top 3 talent in the NBA. Now, hear me out. The reason why I think that, Ben Simmons is a great rebounder. He's a great passer. He's a top 3 defender in the NBA, in my opinion. There's not much that Ben Simmons cannot do on the basketball court, except shoot the ball. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the videos of Ben Simmons shooting the basketball, with LeBron James, and I forget the other guy that he was shooting with, but they were basically telling him, yo, Ben, you can shoot the ball, go ahead and shoot it. And he kind of just said one word, and that was Orlando. That was it. Now, Ben Simmons is now our power forward, which moves Al Horford to the bench. If you don't really know what that means in basketball standards, you want to try to have the most space you can possibly have on the floor to get yourself open shots and mismatches. To be honest, if you haven't already seen my live stream yesterday with Philly Take with RB and the Philly Talk podcast with Philly Mike, make sure to go check that out. I'll leave that at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But basically what we talked about yesterday is how dominant Ben Simmons is going to be on the block or in the corner. And I have one thing to say. Nobody at the power forward position is stopping Ben Simmons. There's not a single power forward that I really realistically think can stay with Ben Simmons stride for stride or, going up for a dunk. I think Ben Simmons is going to be a very dominant power forward. And the reason why I think that, he's faster and he's stronger than if not all of them, most of them. Now you look at it this way. Is Anthony Davis going to guard Ben Simmons? No. He's probably going to guard Joel Embiid, which has probably LeBron on Ben Simmons. Those are two matchups that are very good matchups. But then you look at the other matchups, and it's Tobias Harris on who? Kuzma? I'll take Tobias every day. Then you have Shake Milton. On who? Rondo's out. Avery Bradley's not playing. It's going to depend on a lot of things. I'm not look, that's in the finals. If that happens, I'm talking about, look at the 8 games that we're playing now. The very first game is already a test for Ben Simmons. Domantas Sabonis is a very good power forward. He's an all-star. He's going to probably be guarding Ben Simmons in the low post or on the corner, which creates a ton of space for Joel Embiid against Miles Turner. Or it creates a ton of space for TJ Warren or Tobias Harris on TJ Warren. Ben Simmons moving the power forward, and I kind of already made this video, is going to be very big for spacing reasons, and I think it's going to make his game a lot better, to be honest with you. Maybe he shoots, maybe he doesn't. You can, like, it doesn't really matter to me if he shoots threes. It's really depending on, is he going to, make a post fade? Is he going to make that little mid-range jump shot? Because that's what I need from Ben. I don't need him to become Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Ray Allen, Bradley Beal. I don't need him to do that. If he can get a DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard type of jump shot from mid-range, or Jordan, I'll take that any day of the week. Any day, any day. He's 6'10". He's faster than a guy like Pascal Siakam, Domantas Sabonis, LaMarcus Aldridge, Robert Covington. And those are the guys that are going to be guarding him in the first 8 games. You have the Pacers, the Spurs, the Wizards twice. You have Toronto, Houston, and I'm missing a couple. But they have some solid power forwards. LaMarcus Aldridge, Pascal Siakam, Domantas Sabonis. Not really on the Wizards, but you know what I mean. I think Ben Simmons is going to honestly play his best game against the San Antonio Spurs. The reason why I think that, LaMarcus Aldridge is a lot older than Ben Simmons. He's a lot slower. I think Ben Simmons could drop a career high if, things are working the way he's supposed to, if he's back, if he's playing in basketball shape. I truly think that he could drop a career high against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. For those reasons being, LaMarcus is slower and older than Ben. And I don't think he's as strong as Ben Simmons. Ben is going to dominate the power forward position. And yes, he is dominant on the power against point guards. But who would I rather have? Because you look at it this way. If Ben has the ball in his hands, guys like LeBron, Draymond, Durant, Kawhi, Paul George, they can switch off and on. And they can switch to Ben. If Ben Simmons doesn't have the ball in his hands in the low block or in the corner, then what? You're taking their best defender away from the play? Okay, that's easy. That's what's going to happen with Ben Simmons being moved to power forward. He's going to be able to just spread the floor, get Joel Embiid open. There's not many times you can really say that a power forward is going to be lobbing it up to their center. And I don't see why Ben Simmons on the pick and roll with either Shake or Richardson or an alley-oop to Joel Embiid, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Because Ben Simmons is like that. And people got to open their eyes. Like, Ben Simmons is a top 5 talent in the East right now, in the bubble. We had that conversation yesterday. Obviously, when everybody's healthy, Durant's better than Ben Simmons. It kind of knocks him out. Maybe. Ben Simmons could easily be a top 5 player in the bubble. Or in the East in the bubble. Or in the East regularly. He's that good. And just because he doesn't have a jump shot doesn't mean he can't play basketball. Because I'll spit some facts at you right now. He has better rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, and shooting percentage than everybody's favorite 21-year-old Jason Tatum. And, you think, oh, well, Ben Simmons can't shoot. Tatum must be leading him in points by a ton. Tatum's only averaged 17.8 points per game in his career. Ben Simmons has averaged 16.6. So if you really think of it like that, who are you taking? The guy with every single statistical category better? Or are you taking the guy with 0.8 points better than the other? Because I think Ben is better than Tatum. And I don't have any problem saying that. Tatum's team is better. Tatum's coach is better. But who comes out on top almost every time? We won 3 games this year out of 4. Look at it this way. Ben Simmons guards every best player. Not every best player guards Ben Simmons. Jason Tatum doesn't guard Simmons. Jaylen Brown does. Gordon Hayward. It goes to those things. Ben Simmons is constantly guarding every single best player on the floor. LeBron, Kawhi, PG, Westbrook, Durant, Kyrie. Steph, Clay, who's ever the best player on the floor, that's who Ben Simmons is usually guarding. And he is taking his defensive game to a massive leap. And he's probably a top 3 defensive player in the league, in my opinion. But with that being said, I just wanted to kind of get my thoughts and opinions out on Ben Simmons and how I think he's going to play. I think it's going to really open up the floor and the spacing a lot with Ben Simmons playing power forward. But I do also think he will be able to shoot the ball a lot more, and I think he will. That's my biggest thing. I think Ben Simmons will be shooting the ball a lot more than he has in the past. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm out. Peace.